Всем привет! Очень весело, что у меня сел голос прямо с начала трансляции. Надеюсь, все будет нормально, и я не буду хрипеть. Так, вчера мы начали делать задание, но потом остановились. Я сказала, что продолжим сегодня. Вот, но мы его как раз и продолжим, но, как обычно, после выполнения всяких дейликов. Что это такое? Почему такая долгая загрузка? Вообще у меня желание отключить дейлики в Инадзуме. Они потому что слишком запарные. Не хочется тратить столько времени на обычный дейлик.
Please do us a favor and clear this up at your earliest convenience. I submit that we cannot afford for the codices to get damp.
Ай. Да как же ты успел переместиться?
Please stay indoors until the storm passes. I will deal with any urgent outdoor business. Steady as stone.
Don't be such a brute.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Кто стреляет? Ах, вот оно как. О, привет, привет. Фукси, тебя давно не было.
Keep within the wall. Motion to compel.
Кто еще? А как ты жив остался?
Leave it all to me.
Да не извиняйся передо мной. Ты что? Не за что извиняться. Как у тебя дела? Так.
Motion to compel.
Так, у меня игра какая-то слишком громкая. Все, уменьши звук. О, здорово, здорово. Мне кажется, когда людей мало, это еще лучше, чем просто, например, садить куда-нибудь, куда ты хочешь. По крайней мере, для меня я не особо люблю места, где много людей. Так. Фуксия, а ты в какой класс идешь? Уже послезавтра. Так, я это задание уже делала как-то. Сегодня у меня голос какой-то не такой садится и хрипит. Так что извините. В общем, это задание я уже как-то делала, и надо ей отдать какую-нибудь еду цветную. А, нет, немножко другое задание это. Для меня Инадзума, она такая, как объяснить? Тут как бы все красиво, но слишком запарно, я бы сказала. Так, все спросила. Вот такие поручения я люблю. Просто сходил туда-сюда, ничего больше делать не надо. Давайте сначала сюда. Так. Это мы делать не будем сразу. Я не смогу этот аэростат уничтожить. Я не понимаю, как его уничтожить. У меня не получается. Поэтому я даже тратить время не буду. Кстати, я пока столько всего, но я попозже почитаю. Просто меня раздражают эти восклицательные знаки.
I'll remind you again.
Я вот думаю, наверное, как-то все это переместить. По-моему, можно заблокировать. А, как раз еще нужно одно сделать.
The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Просто вот жаль терять примагемы из-за этого. Так, я вообще не туда лечу. Я просто знаю, что я буду сейчас только мучиться с заданием аэростата. Я даже не буду на это время тратить. Но я теряю, получается, 30 примагемов из-за того, что я не выполняю все 4 задания, собственно, и 20 теряю, и 10 за само задание, в сумме 30.
Steady as stone.
Так, сваливаем отсюда.
Don't push your luck.
Ух ты как.
Motion to compel.
Dodge this.
Ай, больно. Ай.
Incinerate. I have motion to compel.
Да как же так? Что мы можем приготовить? Блин, так и не хватает цветка сахарка, просто его очень мало. Так, давайте захилимся. Я не знаю, может все-таки попробовать. Вдруг каким-то чудом я сейчас возьму и этот аэростат смогу уничтожить.
Oh, Lord of Geo, please do us a favor and clear this up at your earliest convenience. I submit that we cannot afford for the codices to get down.
Да, упала. Спасибо.
When I practice my spells and with
Ну быстрее. Я не хочу заострять на это внимание. И что? И почему я не могу? Ах, ты поставил барьер, да?
Yikes! Motion to compel!
don't be such a brute.
А почему я не могу пройти-то?
I must leave no stone unturned.
Так он уже 1000 раз ушел, блин.
Someone needs assistance.
Ну я пыталась, не получилось. Можно еще раз подлечиться. Так, ну что, давайте продолжим теперь сюжетку, которую начали вчера. Боже, так хочется чихнуть. Но не совсем, не до конца.
So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name.
Да-да-да, это сюжетка.
Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The
Задание от
ritual has now
Аяки.
begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Знакомое лицо.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
А, не туда иду.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Так, наверное, наверху он.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted! Let's go!
How did you catch up with me?
Да мы вообще так-то не гнались за тобой, просто пришли.
Are you sure you're Dolmon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does.
Блин, теперь у меня как-то слишком тихо. Сейчас прибавлю слегка звук у себя.
Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Павин сегодня снова в плохом настроении.
Bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day.
Нам 500
Long before
лет.
you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were
Почему?
young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Даже отвернулся от нас.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
You're saying he isn't possessed?
Просто впал в
Does that mean he
депрессию,
just
скорее всего.
lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyoshi Sweet Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her.
Так, сейчас подождите, пожалуйста, одну секундочку.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Так, все. Вижу цветок сахаров, сразу его хватаю. Почему его вдруг стало так мало? Он же есть везде. Мне показалось, или тут что-то сверкает? Да, показалось.
distance.
Какая-то долгая загрузка. Что это, зависло, что ли? Это что за... Что такое? Почему? Так, давайте я сейчас перезайду из игры, потому что мне кажется, что зависло. Так, секунду, пожалуйста. Какая-то слишком долгая загрузка. Надеюсь, что сейчас все будет нормально. Да. Какой-то баг произошел.
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junior was so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Ai, it must be a possession, right? This
Вряд
is
ли.
nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
Then does that mean he...
Да, она супер
Yes.
красивая. А
This is a
есть
change in the person
персонаж.
himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, What of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the Sword Master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest Sword Master in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
Блин, ну она супер красивая.
It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Они же не ты.
Have you asked
Не
them what
думай
they
за
think?
них. Вот именно.
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand.
Ну что-то как-то он быстро излечился, конечно, от того, что с ним было.
I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your
Представьте,
sensei,
как было бы
I
хорошо,
shall commit to
если бы
imparting
можно
unto you
было
everything I have learned in my life so
излечиться,
far.
просто
This is my
поговорив.
promise. And I humbly ask Ansai
Сколько ментальных проблем можно было бы
to hold me
избежать.
to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
Ну, лица, конечно, у них одинаковые, просто прическа разная.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Ну,
I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
есть ее персонаж в игре или нет? Ну, в плане, можно ей играть?
Lady Yai seems to have taken a real
Она мне
interest
очень
in you.
понравилась.
She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Аяка тоже
Traveler,
милашка.
Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant?
Паймон,
Happy to
я
help and all,
обожаю
but
ее.
Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure.
Ну,
It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So,
Ну,
what's
Тома
the deal
тоже
with this place
хорошенький.
anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree. The almighty Shogun. I have seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree
Ну,
is
это
one
было
of indifference.
изначально понятно. Их всего несколько.
Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article.
Причем тут Венти?
The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryo Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro
Почему
Commission,
свалить? Почему она так грубо начала разговаривать? Я всегда стараюсь выбрать самые мягкие ее ответы, потому что иначе она начинает грубить. Но когда мне даже не дают выбора, это раздражает.
By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Так, как выйти-то отсюда? Так, давайте на сюжетку на сегодня закончим, больше не будем сюжетку проходить. Я хочу просто растянуть как-то, чтобы у нас оставалось и на другие дни. Так. Еще я хотела спросить, как тут можно перенести дейлики с Инадзумы на Лиюе или Монштадт? Это возможно ведь? Так, тут, наверное, как-то... А что это значит? Просто разговоры, скорее всего. Да-да-да. Я бы хотела перенести задание. Так, давайте вернемся в Монштадт. Нет, не совсем. В Лиюе. Выполним это задание. Нужно пособирать цветки. Кстати, я хочу попробовать использовать Саю. Я еще с ней не дралась ни разу. Я ее вроде прокачала пока, насколько это возможно, но я не знаю, как она работает. Есть... А так, ты мне будешь мешаться. Ух ты.
Cool it. Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
And away I go!
Пока не совсем понимаю, как ей драться.
Dodge this.
What's the hurry?
Breath of the flame! Motion to compel!
Ух ты, отвлеклась. Но пока я не понимаю, как использовать Саю. Надо будет посмотреть, поизучать. Так, а у меня есть ключ или нет? Надо бы открыть еще этот сундучок. Так, и как их? Сейчас попробую я через Эмбер. Так, ладно, это, кажется, было очень просто.
Ad Astra.
Так, сегодня нет ничего тут. Но я думаю, у нее есть задания, которые... Так, хорошо, хорошо. Сейчас, я думаю, мы разберемся. Так, ну в любом случае придется бежать. Но надо заменить Эмбер.
I charge a higher rate to meet outside the office.
Так, ну я поняла, кто это, но совершенно... Да справимся, справимся. Блин, вот как использовать Саю? Теперь мне... Ах ты! Вау. А что делает? Лечит? Ну ты зараза, дитя. Так, ну вроде нормально. Ай, нужно же тебе сдать, точно. Так, ну отлично. А как здесь повышать уровень репутации? Я что-то не совсем понимаю. Так, не знаю, может быть отсюда будет проще долететь до нужной точки. Да. Боже, что у меня с голосом сегодня? Ох, вау, как вас много. Ох ты. Ух ты. Вот оно как. А как ты меня достаешь?
Perfect weather for sipping a cup of tea while gazing out the window.
When I practice my spells in weather like this, I can do half the work for double the impact. I'm just teasing.
Что еще не все? Ох ты! Так мне непривычно по касаю. Вау.
Don't be such a...
Ай, больно. Ну, посмотрите-ка, как он бьет.
You've been a naughty boy.
Так, ну вроде все. Вроде все. Пособирать вроде ничего тоже нельзя.
This weather's got me in the mood for reciting some laws. Let's see. Commercial Law of Lila, Chapter 27, Section 6, Article 3 stipulates that... Wait, what was it? Oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten. What is wrong with me today? Join the Adventurers Guild.
Конечно. Я думаю, тут они схитрили. Почему-то у меня стойкое чувство, что нам заплатят только как за одно поручение, хитрые жуки. Так, ладно, не совсем правильно я пришла. Неужели только с ними нужно справиться? Только с 4? А нет, их 5. Блин.
Dodge this.
Да что это ты? Ух ты, как вас много.
Another test subject. That tingle. Have a little taste.
I have some for you too.
Jab and cross.
Да как? Ну почему ты не двигаешься, Лиза? Мне вообще будто драться разучилась.
That tingle.
What's the hurry? Cool it.
Motion
Jab and cross.
Fry.
Incinerate!
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
Всем привет, кто подключился. Вау, очень много. Спасибо. Просто я даже не знаю, куда мне теперь девать все это. Я все-таки надеялась на камни. Нужно снова пособирать цветки, потому что опять у нас ничего нет. Так что... Ох. Сейчас я хочу кое-что попробовать. А почему у меня не получается? Получалось же. А, нужно постоянно зажато держать. Просто идеально. Можно сейчас кучу всего пособирать. И закатники тоже. Отлично. Но у нас мало шишек и мало цветков. Но я не помню, есть ли шишки в Ливе. Вроде нет. Так, феечка, отлично. Сейчас, может, какие-нибудь плюшки получим тоже. Ух ты, вот оно как.
What's the hurry? Cool it.
Ну ты сволочь ведь, а. Все-таки увернулась. Я просто пробую с Саей, если что.
Freeze. Dodge this. Freeze. Cool it. Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Ой. Я не хотела Яньфэй вызывать. Ух ты. Я о таких цифрах даже думать не смею пока что. Это точно вопрос не ко мне, но я думаю, это супер результат. Я думаю, в комментариях ответят лучше меня.
One with the wind.
Нет, нет, нет. У меня 35 только. Пока нет, сегодня уже ничего такого не будет. Я просто сейчас побегаю, пособираю всякие ресурсы, которые мне необходимы. И буду потом заканчивать потихоньку сегодня стрим. Так, давайте теперь вернемся на родину и пособираем тут. Всем привет, всем привет. Нас 10 человек. Это, по-моему, мой максимум пока что. Поэтому я очень-очень рада. май гад, мой рекорд был только что 11 человек. Это что-то с чем-то. Для меня это просто супер результат. Так, а где все шишки? Как же вы так все пропали? Когда вы не нужны, просто на каждом углу. Ну, наконец-то. Хоть одна. Ой, еще и феечка. Угу. Классно, классно. А теперь даже и сосен нет. Так, что я могу приготовить? Давайте пока опять приготовим. Хватит, наверное. Блин, мало шишек. И нужно мне цветки продолжать собирать. Не знаю, может где-нибудь в Спрингвейле есть.
This weather's got me in the mood for reciting some laws. Let's see. Commercial Law of Leela, Chapter 27, Section 6, Article 3 stipulates that... Wait, what was it? Oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten. What is wrong with me today?
Прости, но мясо мне тоже нужно. Ничего личного. Ну, по сути, шишки должны быть где-то вот тут. Где сосны. Но где сосны, шишек нет. Для меня прям это разочарование. Как же вас не придется вот так?
Motion to compel.
Привет, привет. Для меня просто как-то это супер нелогично. Почему под соснами нет шишек? Боже, да ну, дождалась. Но это все равно супер мало. Так, ладно. Один цветок знаем, что это подставной. Уже выучено. Что только не сделаешь ради оладушек. И шишки начнешь фармить. Ух ты. Ну, статуя это, конечно, да, но в бою шишки нужны. Точнее, не шишки, а разная еда. Ну, давай.
Don't be such a brute.
Так, нужно глянуть, сколько у меня. Только 5 шишек. Да и цветков тоже мало. 12 всего. Так, ну вроде ладно. Сейчас тогда сделаем немножко по-другому. Там же, по-моему, на экспедиции можно отправлять, и вроде как там шишки можно тоже получить. Иначе я прям не могу, меня бесит, что нет шишек.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
Так, отправляем. Так, это тоже важно. Давайте, пусть Эмбер идет. Неужели нельзя шишки получить? А, я, значит, перепутала с этими. Вот с этими. С Мацукаты. Правильно я нет сказала вообще? Какой кошмар! Нельзя получить шишки. Это буквально самое важное. Я просто зла. Это ужас. Не знаю, может тут рядом где-нибудь есть. Так, ну сейчас я еще поднимусь наверх, посмотрю, что там. Я вроде там уже бегала, но на всякий случай. Может, еще найду хотя бы пару штук. По крайней мере, я вижу уже закатники, что просто прекрасно. Ай, ну вы сами прекрасно без меня справляетесь с поджиганием всего. Да ты что? Что это? Так, отлично. Вроде как я вижу еще две. Не зря я сюда пришла. Так, сейчас сходим еще в одно место, чуть подальше. О, боже мой. Если вы слышите какой-то шум, такой жесткий, то это мои соседи сверху. Я тут не подвластна. Так, ну неплохо, неплохо. Я сейчас пособирала. Нет, пока нет. Просто там что-то роняют, какой-то вечно шум непонятный. Даже не хочу это обсуждать тут. же вы меня заметили?
Motion to compel. Boom!
Так, сейчас я поднимусь на эту вершину и будем заканчивать стрим. Этот стрим, потому что будет следующий примерно через часа два. Если не случится там какого-то форс-мажора, то будет. Если не будет, то значит не получилось. Игра будет другая. Я надеюсь, что вы придете, посмотрите. Вот, я думаю, будет весело. Мне нравится эта игра. Буду вас всех ждать. В общем, кто не придет, всем пока. Кто придет, до встречи. Еще увидимся.